Tim Pool is a big brain. He's a well-respected thinker in conservative circles, and so his take on all this, in the wake of this tragedy, is this:
no amount of children dying should justify someone having their rights taken away.
It's amazing.
That's just it. You do not get to strip someone of their human rights because of harm to children.
By the way, I love the idea that owning an AR-15 is a human right. The unalienable. Every man was born with the unalienable right to freedom, pursuit of happiness, and the owning of weapons of mass destruction and carnage.
Hell yeah. This is what's always gets me too with, them pearl clutching about all of this. It's like these guys all the time when they're talking about gun rights and, gun reform, restrictions, anything like that. Tim Pool in particular, they always have either the implicit or oftentimes explicit threat that if you try and take my guns, I'm going to kill you.
Absolutely.
I'm going to start a civil war.
Absolutely.
Like the threat of violence is not just under the surface. It's on the surface. It's being explicitly cited as this will be what happens if you try and pass a law restricting, my perceived right to own this item.
That's a really good point. Yeah, these guys talk about violence all the time and actual threats, like real threats. I mean, the NRA, for God's sake, one of their big moments or big sayings is "from my cold dead hands." You'll have to pry it from my cold dead hands.
Charlton Heston. Yeah.
Do you want to have a conversation about trans kids?
Dude, how do you segue from gun control to trans kids? Only Tim Pool.
Not only him. They all do it now. Like, they've just realized that, that's where the
I'm really sorry. It's like trans people have it hard enough. And right now, they found themselves in the crosshair of this horrible culture war of conservatives where they're just, they've just come in, they're just the culture war item of the moment. And I'm so sorry to my trans brothers and sisters or everything in between. I don't know, whatever gender or not. But it really sucks. It's really sad. I mean, being transphobic is practically a way of life for conservatives at this point. It's like second nature to them.
And the harm that will befall them by them being sterilized by puberty blockers, by them being castrated, or by girls getting top surgery. You want to talk about their rights or infringements?
No, I was talking about gun control. Interesting segue, though, dude. Anyway, I've seen enough of Tim Pool. It's such a dumbass weirdo.
You know what the problem is, though? It's definitely not me.
Yeah. I hate that people think Tim Pool is smart. That's just maybe that's just signifying the caliber of thinkers on the right. I don't know. The benchmark is very low. These people are all very, very dumb, I think, and I'm sorry to say that.
No, definitely, very dumb. We haven't looked at it yet, but his tweet, we were talking about it before the show, his response.
Is that in the doc?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It was just baffling to me.
Well, if you guys think that was a crazy take, wait till you hear this.
The Second Amendment protects your right to own nuclear weapons. I believe an individual citizen in this country has a right to own a nuclear warhead.
But not a delivery device?
Oh, all of it. I think.
Well, Tim, what about biological weapons?
Absolutely. All of it. All of it.
Dude,
the Second Amendment protects your right to own
nuts, dude. This can't be what. How are you going to control ARs when this dude thinks that you can own a nuke? Yeah, I'm running my own Manhattan Project in my basement. Not a big deal. Just enriching some uranium in my suburban home.
Right. Well, Ethan, you didn't do him the courtesy of including the full context of his comments, which he was very kind to provide in his reply to.
Oh, yeah, we started arguing now. He goes, I appreciate that Ethan did not extend to me the same courtesy he demands of the right. He cut out where I said, and most people think that's wrong, and we would need to amend the Constitution. Privateers were legal when it was written, and they could flatten coastal cities. Now, privateers was like ships, which is such a stupid, weird thing to say, okay? And I responded, I said, first of all, you're right. These are totally the same thing. Privateers, and of course, a nuclear explosion. But what's really funny about his response is he goes, most people think that owning a nuke is wrong. It's like, bitch, what do you think?
Right.
How am I taking you out of context at all? It literally does not change.
It doesn't change the meaning of what he said at all, adding that sentence.
Not at all. Not at all. So again,
Thanks for providing that, though, Tim.
He really is a dumb.
He's
person.
a dumb guy.
Yeah, he is not smart.